everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I have been gone for a while, but I had a really busy summer and so I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to, but hopefully now things have calmed down a little bit and I can get back into doing at least one video a week or close to that. So today I'm really excited to do a video because there was a collection that came out that I was so excited about, and that is the Colourpop Powerpuff Girls collaboration collection. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm going to jump in and talk about all this in a minute and the other items that I got. And then I've also got a few items that are new to me. Some of them are actually like new products. Some are just new to me that I've been using for the last like 2 months, and I kind of have thoughts on them and I thought I would share those with everyone. So to start off, let's, I guess we can start with things that are not Powerpuff Girl related. So the first thing that I got in one of the Trend Mood boxes, which is a great deal for the products. If you are not following that Instagram page, I would highly recommend following that because the stuff that comes in the boxes are really, really great items and they're so affordable because you're buying them in a bundle. So the first thing that I got was this Tatcha silk powder, sorry the lid's dirty, silk powder, and it's just a setting powder. It's described as being a radiant translucent setting powder. I'm wearing it today on my entire face. Seeing it on camera, I'm actually not mad at how it looks, but I don't love it. So my problem is that I don't think that this is translucent. I think that this definitely has color to it. I'm probably gonna make a giant mess here, but I'm gonna try not to. I don't know if you can see that there, but that powder definitely has like a tint to it. And so for me, when I'm using one of my lighter foundations, like if I have no self-tanner on or anything, obviously I'm super fair. And so this powder is just, it's not translucent. So it's making me look a little bit darker. And what happened was, usually I only set under my eyes and then like my T-zone. So a little bit on the forehead, down my nose, and a little bit on my chin. But what happened was today when I put the powder on, it was darker than the rest of my foundation. So I had like what looked like a yellow undercast everywhere that I had put the powder, and it just looked really odd. So to fix that, I went ahead and put the powder all over my entire face. So that way the yellowish tint that I was seeing just ended up being on my whole face. Like I said, I'm not mad at it now. I guess it like settled in kind of, and maybe the setting spray that I used helped. But I don't know, I would say if you're super fair skin, maybe avoid this. I'm gonna mess around with it some more and see. Like I said, I've been using it for like 2 months and I keep trying different techniques, and it's like sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. So I still actually don't know how I feel about it. But I at least know that if you're super fair skin like I am, probably would not purchase this because there are just better powders that are also significantly cheaper than the Tatcha. The Tatcha brand is very expensive. The other things on my face, I probably should have started in order, but that's okay. So this is the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint that everyone is like so obsessed with right now, all over social media. It's been out for a while. I have the shade 1, so this is the lightest shade that you can get. And I had to buy it. I wasn't going to buy it at first, and then I saw so many other YouTubers that absolutely loved it and said basically like it's so lightweight, it doesn't feel like you have anything on, but the blurring effect was like really strong, and so it worked out. You know, it feels like you're wearing nothing, but then you're also getting a blurring skin effect. Like that's the best case scenario, right? So I originally went into the Sephora foundation shade finder, and I did this on the I think it's called Foundation website as well, and put in 3 or 4 of my other foundations that I use. And unfortunately what kept happening was it kept saying there was not a shade in this specific formula that matched my other foundations. So for example, if you're curious, I do use the other Fenty foundations in the shade 120. And so even when you put in Fenty 120, it says that there's not a direct match. So what I think is the situation is shade 1 is just a little bit too light for me, but shade 2 pulls orangish on my skin. So I'm a little bit too fair to use the second shade. And so I'm kind of stuck in the middle. So I don't know if I should try mixing the two. I don't really want to do that much work, so I probably wouldn't do that. But basically this was just a difficult shade match. But as far as the formula goes, I do think that if you're someone that likes lighter coverage for the price, and it just takes a little bit, like a little bit goes a long way. It works really well even if you use it with your fingers. I prefer to use it with a brush myself so that I get kind of a more full coverage look. But I did not enjoy how it went on with a beauty blender, but I know a lot of people who do like to use it with a beauty blender, so take that as you will. Again, kind of like the Tatcha powder, I'm still on the fence about this. If they could come out with more shades and potentially I could have one that matched, then I would probably love it and be very excited to have it. What I do think was the like saving grace of my face today was this concealer. So this is very well used. You actually can't even see the name brand on it anymore. You can kind of see the J right there on the lid. This is from Juvia's Place, and this is shade 23. And I love this concealer. It is very affordable. I picked it up at Ulta with a coupon, so it was even cheaper than it originally was. This is a black-owned beauty brand, cruelty-free. Just, you cannot beat this brand. I need to do a video with a full face of this brand because it is that good and that affordable and cruelty-free and black-owned. I mean, you can't get any better than that. So what I did with this is basically the places on my face that didn't look right after using this Fenty product, I went ahead and used this, and honestly used my beauty blender, buffed it out, and it ended up being okay. Until then I used the powder, and then it turned kind of yellow again, but then I put the powder all over my face, and so then we ended up being okay. So that is, oh, there's one more. I'm gonna zoom you in now. I should have probably done that earlier so that you can see better. Sorry, my laptop died, and it cut out. So if that's a weird meshing together, that's what just happened. Finally, onto the Colourpop stuff. So first and foremost, I have to say that as a kid, I loved the Powerpuff Girls. It was one of my absolute favorite shows. I love the fact that we had girls that were superheroes with superpowers. I loved all three of the characters so much. But hands down, my absolute favorite was Buttercup. So one of my favorite things that came out of this collection are these adorable hair clips, and you could get them for any of the three girls. So obviously I did Buttercup because she was my favorite. I think one of the reasons that I liked her was because green is one of my all-time favorite colors, and so I think as a kid I gravitated towards her character because she was the one that had green, but also her personality I would say is the most like my personality, so also that had something to do with it. But the hair clips, I don't know if you can see on the side today, but I am wearing one on each side. They have the little Powerpuff Girl, and then they say Colourpop on the end. Here's on this side, and these are just super cute. I don't remember how much they were, but they were affordable, and if you're gonna order from Colourpop, then I think throw them in your cart for a couple of bucks because they're just so cute. I haven't checked to see what things are sold out, so I may show you things that are sold out, but I think almost everything is still in stock. The other thing is that as of 2 days ago, the entire collection is at Ulta Beauty as well. So if you don't want to order from Colourpop, you want to use Ulta instead, you can order from Ulta. So I did not get the entire collection. I got the hair clips, I got the little eye crayons, I got one blush, and then I got the palette. So I'll start with the palette. So this is what the palette looks like. So cute. This is in the box. The back has the shade names. There are 2 pressed glitters in this palette, which I know some people don't like, but I was very happy because I like the pressed glitters. Just be careful when you use them around your eyes. You do not want to get glitter into your eyes. It could cause you to have eye infection and things like that. So you have to be careful with it. But as long as you're careful with it, I've never had a problem with the pressed glitters. So outside of the box, this is what the palette looks like. And again, we've got the shade names on the back. It has a very big mirror, which I absolutely love. I don't want to blind you. But you'll see it has the girls down on the bottom, and then it's got a little person at the top. But there is the palette. Sorry, that's not straight. So for today's look, I used a little bit of this Crime Fighting matte beigey shade, and then obviously went in with the 2 greens because I wanted to do Buttercup look. So I went in with the bottom matte green here called Silico, and then the glittery one is called Chemical X. So the 2 greens in the palette. Beautiful, super pigmented, so easy to work with. I think the quality of these shadows are absolutely great, which I've come to expect from Colourpop at this point. But I think that if this color story speaks to you, you should pick this one up. Again, Colourpop comes out with stuff though all the time. So if you don't have nostalgia for the Powerpuff Girls, or you don't love these colors, you are probably going to be okay to pass on this one and see what they come out with next. But for me, I loved the color story, especially with those bright greens and the bright blues. So Color Story I wanted, and then again, I really, really liked the Powerpuff Girls as a kid. So I was very, very happy to pick the palette up for the Color Story, and then also because I love the packaging. Very similar to that packaging is the blush. There are 2 blush shades that came out in the collection. You see it has a little heart on the outside, but then you can actually feel the top of the cardboard packaging for the blush. The shade that I got is called Fighting Crime, which is so cute. And Fighting Crime is the hot, hot pink. So a lot of people were excited to see this hot, hot pink color come out because this is going to be great for deeper skin tones, and sometimes Colourpop is bad about not having products in the shades that would be suitable for all skin tones. So it's very exciting that they did a good job and had a shade that will work on darker skin tones. Most people that I saw that had fair skin tones like me had ordered the other blush, which is like a peachy orange kind of color, which was very pretty, but I'm a sucker for like neon hot pink blush. So sometimes I like to do it really dark where I just have like legit that stripe. I know a lot of people don't like that and it's not in style, whatever. I love that look. Sometimes that's what I want to do, especially in the winter. I'm all about just like crazy hot pink blush. But for today's look, you may not even be able to tell that it's that super hot pink. I used a super fluffy brush, put it on the cheeks, buffed it out really well, and so I got kind of a natural pink flush in this case, which I'm very happy with. But again, I'm really excited when the weather starts to cool off and we get a little bit closer to winter. I'm going to be using this like crazy and have it crazy pigmented on my cheeks, and I'm so excited to do that. The other thing while I'm looking at it that's so cute, inside all of the packaging from this collection, there are little designs. So there are little Powerpuff Girl things in there, and you can see too, like there's bubbles and some other cute little things. And the palette for the packaging for the palette looks like that as well. Okay, so yes, went over the hair clips, the blush, the eyeshadow palette. I'm not going to swatch those. It's been out for a while. You can see swatches online. If you want me to do another video where I do a more colorful look and try to utilize a bunch of colors in the palette, I would be more than happy to do that. And then I could, of course, do a swatch on my arm. So if you would be interested in another look like that, or you'd like to see swatches on this channel, just comment below and I'll be happy to do that for you. But I saved the best for last. Oh, one thing that is not part of the collection, but I did want to briefly mention. So another collection that Colourpop had recently, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was like a jungle theme. And so I wanted to get eyeliner to match the green in the palette. And so I picked up this. This is the cream gel liner in the shade Aglow. And it is just a gorgeous, I don't know if it's going to focus, but it's called Aglow. And it's a really pretty metallic green. And I just popped that in my waterline today. I thought it really, really set off the look. Really, really liked it. Would highly recommend these. These are always probably my favorite product from Colourpop are these liners. They are cheap. They do all kinds of colors. They're awesome. Very creamy. Just don't twist them up too far because they're very soft, so they will break off. So you have to just barely twist it up and do what you got to do and then twist it back down. Okay, sorry, now for my favorite thing. So hands down to me, the best thing that came from this collection with Powerpuff Girls are these Color Stix crayons. So they're just like crayons, and they had 3. So I have the lids open so you can see the name there. But we've got Mojo, Jojo, him, and then Princess, what is this one? Princess Morbucks. I really don't remember Princess Morbucks watching the show as a kid, but I don't know, they included her. Him is one of my all-time favorite villains. I love everything about him. I wish that there had been more products that were just his packaging, but the packaging goes on the side of the box. I'm definitely saving this. It's so cute. And then just like the other stuff, the inside has it as well. Look how cute. Little him in the box, and they go all the way down. So this is just the cutest thing ever. Now, obviously for today, I used the green one, which is Mojo Jojo. Really quick to show you. So if you want to use them for very precise applications, one cool thing, it's stiff in there, but let's see if I can get it. Okay, got it. So if you want a more precise look, you can pop this sharpener out of the bottom and you can sharpen the pencil. You are going to lose some product if you do it that way because the shavings are going to come off. So it's kind of up to you if you want to do it that way. I think that it's great to have that option if you want to do something really crisp and precise. But this is what Mojo Jojo looks like. Sorry, this one's really dirty because I've used it multiple times since I've had it. Let's see. Look at that. oh my god, it's so freaking pretty. I love it so much. It's metallic, it's gorgeous, it's so creamy, it's so smooth. And so what I have been doing is I'm a big fan of a really shimmery under eye color. So I've been using this under my eyes for multiple looks, obviously. And then today I did the same thing. But what I also did today is so like I'm drawing under my eye, and then I came up, like where I've got the winged liner. So the liner wasn't on yet. And then I just drew like my arch in my crease of my eye, and outline the shape that I wanted the eyeliner and the eyeshadow to use. So I used this as my first step today, and then filled in the color after I drew the shape that I wanted with this, which was very helpful and made it very, very easy. And so literally today I was able to do this eye look so fast, because literally used this underneath, drew out the shape, one brush, dipped into 2 colors. This is the look that I ended up with, so I really, really am a fan of that. And again, just look at the color, it's so pretty. I actually have not used these other 2 yet, because I've just been so obsessed with the green, because again, green's my favorite color. But let's look together. Here is him. Cannot wait to use that one. Pinky red shimmer, so pretty. And also, if you want to look, this is what they look like when you first open them, so they do have a little bit of a sharp point. And then finally, the Princess Morbucks. So this one is baby blue. Oh yeah. So shimmery, so pretty. I'm a huge fan of the fact that they brought the villains in. So obviously with these 3 colors, if I tell you this is a Powerpuff Girl collection, it would be so easy to do Buttercup, Blossom, and Bubbles. But instead, they connected it to the villains, and I'm so glad that they did. I'm definitely more of a villains person with pop culture stuff, and so having these, I don't really like Princess Morbucks, so I'm not gonna include that one. But him and Mojo Jojo, these are amazing. I highly recommend these. You can buy them in a bundle at Ulta or at Colourpop, or you can buy them individually. I'm not sure if Ulta had them individually, but I'm pretty sure Colourpop's website did. So please check those out. I'm telling you, if you buy one of those or all of them, you will not be sorry, because they are that good. All right, I think that is everything. So if you have any other questions about the look that I did today, the products that I used today, or anything like that, please just let me know. And again, if you'd like to see swatches of the blush or the eyeshadow palette, again, leave a comment and I'm happy to set that up for you. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and hopefully I'll see you within the next week or so.